What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. Well, I get up this morning. Usually one of the first things I do, first I brush my teeth, and then I check my emails, and I get a bunch of emails. I check my Facebook, I get a bunch of messages. And then in the emails, even Kari sent me an article about how protein causes cancer. Now, I decided to then check YouTube to see if anybody replied to this. Of course, Jason Blaha's on the ball. He already did. And so I went and looked at the article. Now, first of all, the article reads high animal protein, not just protein, animal protein. So, people like, Jerry, oh my God, high protein causes cancer. Well, first of all, already you're reading something to it that doesn't say. It's animal protein, okay? Not just protein in general. So if you ate 500 grams of vegetable protein a day or vegetarian type protein, it has nothing to do with cancer, okay? So it's animal protein or meat protein. And in the headline itself, it says animal or meat proteins possibly contribute to cancer in middle-aged adults. Okay, now you're getting down to a specific type of consumer or person that's studied, subject, if you will, middle-aged people. Now, what's a middle-aged person? I mean, I'm 38. Would I be considered middle-aged? I mean, okay, I guess so. I don't know. Here's some interesting facts. I think Jason Blaha hit it on the head, where he's saying that if someone is eating a lot of meat, they're probably not getting in enough fruits and vegetables. Now, I know a lot of people nowadays actually don't eat fruit. They don't eat it. For whatever reason there is, when I'm at the supermarket and I'm in the produce section, I don't see a whole lot of people there compared to other places while I'm walking around. And it's pretty consistent week after week. And you obviously get antioxidants and vitamins and minerals and stuff from your vegetables and your fruits that are required to make your body function at 100%. This is why I've said before that you need to have all the micronutrients in your diet for your body to function at 100%. If it is not functioning at 100%, you have a deficiency. If you have a deficiency, cancer is possible. So this is not like anything new. This is, they just kind of, oh, cancer, let's stick it on this now because this can cause cancer too. Now, another interesting thing is, they do a study, obviously, smoking causes cancer. Now, here's a super interesting fact, and I don't know how many of you guys would know this. Well, probably not, because I don't know if I ever talked about it, but my dad had lung cancer, which he's now cancer-free. He used to smoke when he was younger. He hasn't smoked in like 20 years, okay? And he had no signs of cancer or issues when he was smoking. Nothing. Stopped smoking, got cancer. My mom has smoked her pretty much, my entire life, and she is a heavy smoker. Has no lung issues whatsoever. And you're talking about like over 40 years or 45 years of smoking nonstop every day in heavy tobacco use and no problem with lung cancer. So now you got to step back and go, well, if smoking causes cancer, why doesn't my mom have cancer? My grandfather smokes pipe tobacco. You're not supposed to inhale that stuff. That stuff can be even worse than some of the cigarettes. And yet he has no issues with lung cancer or anything. And it's been, he's 90-something years old. It's been 70 years or longer that he's been doing that. So you got to step back and say, okay, well, it's not an automatic thing that if you eat animal protein, you're going to get cancer. It's not an automatic thing that if you have steak once a week or twice a week, you're going to have cancer. They said, basically like people who eat a lot of meat. I don't know what the fuck that means because I've eaten ground beef every single day. And I've had chicken and turkey and all these animal proteins and milk and all this stuff for the last 20-something years on a daily basis, which some people consider high amounts, and I don't have any issues. So how long does it take? 60 years for it to kick in? Well, I could have got cancer in 60 years to begin with. So who the hell knows? Is it possible that in these middle-aged people, other lifestyle choices are now coming into play, that they're causing cancer, and they just happen to see someone who has a mineral deficiency that are all in the same group at the same age who may have smoked, may have spent too much time in the sun, who knows, that may be causing the cancer. Now, here's an interesting fact that is not new and that hasn't been brought up yet. It is a known fact when you eat a lot of meat, the pH in your body changes. The acid in your stomach is produced more to break down meat than it is a vegetable. Now, the more acidic your body is, the more prone you are to types of cancer, period. So is it the meat or is it the fact that your body is too acidic, which has already been linked to cancer? I, for a while, did this whole like trying to change the pH of my body to be healthier and to function better. And I was drinking like alkaline water. And there's like the change your pH of your body diet. That's how I grabbed that book. I read that. They suggested having a little bit of lemon, like all this shit that you could do. And what it basically boils down to, you know, if you ate any meat on the diet, in your diet, you are going to change the pH of your body, even if it's for just a little while. And they say that is bad. It can cause cancer. So if you're eating meat, there is no fucking way to keep your body alkaline all the time. So is it the meat itself, or is it a byproduct of stomach acid that changes the pH of your body that is more prone to cancer? To me, I think that, honestly, that is the link. I don't think it, well, due to the deficiencies also, but I think the link is actually the acidity of the body that changes while you eat meat that is causing these people to get cancer. Not the fact that you're eating animal proteins to begin with. You could eat beef every day, once a day, okay? And that's going to change the pH of your body for a little while. But if you eat foods that change that balance and make it more alkaline throughout the day, you now have more of an alkaline situation that you're not too acidic. So that essentially would balance it. How's that going to happen? Different fruits and vegetables, drinking alkaline water. There's, you know, all these different things that you can do. But I think when you break it down and you start to look at it, that's what they're going to find out the issue is. It's not eating meat. It's not middle-aged people. These middle-aged people have probably, more than likely, because I'm 38 and I didn't even start thinking about the pH of my body until I started reading things and seeing things. Dave Palumbo was actually the one who introduced it to me. I watched one of his videos, and he said that you know, he was promoting a product called I can't remember the name of it. It's a little like thermos thing. It's metal, and it has these minerals that in this little cartridge that you put it in. You pour the water in it, and it changes the water to alkaline. It changes the pH of the water, and by drinking several of these a day, you can actually shift your body's pH level to be more alkaline, to be healthier and less chance of cancer. And when I saw that, I was like, if I got to drink that water 3 times a day, that's not a big deal. You're drinking it in the morning before you know, a while before you have your breakfast. You're drinking it in the afternoon in between meals. And you're drinking it at night, you know, before you go to bed. Then you don't have anything to eat before you go to bed, and the pH of your body will be changed for that amount of time. So you're trying to throw that swing your body into more of a alkaline situation to not have these diseases and stuff. And that was a couple years ago that I was, you know, going through that data to see data, whatever you want to call it, to see if, you know, what Dave was saying was true, and it was. So, you know, don't be alarmed. I mean, if you want to be vegetarian, fuck it, be vegetarian. Who cares? But be vegetarian because you want to be, not because you got scared by a study, one study that came out that says middle-aged people can get cancer from eating meat when they really haven't delved into why it happens. So, like Jason said, the link between the fact that they're both happening and then actually what causes it, you know, they haven't put that link together yet. But there are other factors going into it that, and hey, you want to give it a shot and try to, you know, change the pH of your body, get one of those little thermos things. You can get them on Amazon. Look at Dave's videos. He talks about it. I think he sells them on his site. But bottom line is, eating animal protein is not going to give you fucking cancer. It's not going to fucking kill you. Cancer, to me, I believe, has a lot to do with genetics. If you're genetically prone to get cancer, then you're probably going to get cancer. I have my grandfather. This is a perfect example. A little story time for you guys at the end of this video. My grandfather's like 95 or 96 years old. He worked on a farm. This is the one whole walk to school, uphill, in the snow, both ways, no shoes. Worked on a farm, planting. Okay, and what I mean planting was they get on their hands and knees and they dig in the dirt. They take the crop and they put it in. They plant it. Corn, tomatoes, green peppers, green beans. By planting these things all summer long, you're talking about 7 or 8 in the morning till about 6 o'clock at night in the sun for 90, 80s, like 70 years. He did this. 70 years. Okay, no skin cancer. Never wore fucking sunblock once. In the sun constantly. No skin cancer. Now, technically, the Skin Cancer Institute would have a shit fit if they fucking talked to him and what he did. But how do you explain the fact that people go in the sun for, you know, 5 minutes and smear themselves with sunblock and wear these big fucking goofy-looking hats and get skin cancer? And there's my grandfather for 80 years or 70 years out in the sun with no sunblock at the hottest fucking times of the year and never had skin cancer. Genetics. Biochemistrytraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biochemistrytraining.com is the blog, and we're damn it, man, my sleeves are getting tight. Go ahead and eat your meat bicep, and we're out.
Extreme. Make plans to be at the 2014 Blue Ridge Fitness Festival, April 26, 2014. Mark the Machine Lowbliner brings the ANBF Natural Bodybuilding Show to Roanoke, Virginia. Extreme Living brings Jerry Ward of Bios3 Training. More information can be found at extremeliving.biz. We'll see you there.